Nick Wire here for the 10th inning with another episode of This Day in Sports History. In yesterday's episode, we saw one of the worst NFL seasons in history as the 2008 Detroit Lions would finish off their 0-16 season. We actually have the exact opposite today. We have one team going 16-0. I think you know who that is. We also have some baseball to talk about and some NHL. So if you all enjoy this video, leave a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. This Day in Sports History. We will start off today in Major League Baseball in 1933, and New York Yankees owner Jacob Ruppert would refuse to release Babe Ruth to manage the Cincinnati Reds, and this would really be Ruth's one opportunity to manage a Major League ball club, and after this he never again got the opportunity to manage a Major League club. 12 years later, go to the NHL in 1945, and Montreal Canadiens right winger Maurice Richard would score twice in the Canadiens' 5-4 loss to the Blackhawks, but Richard would get his 100th career goal on the day. Move to 1957 at the NFL Championship, and we would just have a blowout as the Detroit Lions would defeat the Cleveland Browns 50-14. Move over to F1 now in 1962, and Graham Hill would win the season-ending South African Grand Prix, and he would take his first F1 World Drivers' Championship of 2. Back to the NFL in 1963, at the championship, the Chicago Bears would defeat the New York Giants 14-10. We get into the Davis Cup now in 1965, and Australia would defeat Spain 4-1 to win their 20th of 28 titles. 3 years later, we actually have the NFL Championship and the AFL Championship on the same day. Start with the NFL, and the Baltimore Colts would shut out the Cleveland Browns in a 34-0 victory. Then in the AFL Championship, the New York Jets would defeat the Oakland Raiders 27-23 thanks to 3 Joe Namath touchdown passes. 2 years later, moved to the International World of Football in 1970, and Gerd Mueller of Bayern Munich would win the Ballon d'Or ahead of West Ham United defender Bobby Moore and Cagliari forward Luigi Riva. Back to the NFL in 1974, we have both the AFC and the NFC championship game. Starting the AFC, the Pittsburgh Steelers would defeat the Oakland Raiders 24-13. Then in the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings would defeat the Los Angeles Rams 14-10. We go back to the Ballon d'Or in 1981, and Bayern Munich forward Karl-Heinz Rummenigge would take the title for a second straight year ahead of teammate Paul Breitner and Barcelona midfielder Bernd Schuster. Our final Ballon d'Or of the day in 1987, Milan's midfielder Ruud Gullit would win the award ahead of Paulo Futre and Emilio Butragueño. Moved to the NFL in 2007, and Tom Brady would set a then NFL record 50 touchdown passes as the New England Patriots would become the first team in NFL history to finish the regular season at a perfect 16-0, as they would defeat the Giants on the day 38-35. Interesting enough, this was not the last time they would meet the Giants. Go to the MLB in 2017, and Wade Davis would agree to the biggest deal ever offered to a relief pitcher as he would sign with the Rockies for 3 years, $52 million. An average of $17.3 million, besting the $17.2 million of Aroldis Chapman. And we will end today's video off in 2018 at the 85th edition of the Orange Bowl. In the college football semifinal, number 1 Alabama would defeat number 4 Oklahoma 45-34.